Hello everyone, it is finally right here, the Audi A6 Avant E-Tron. Now this is their response to the BMW i5. Well, that's just my way of saying it in German, but the point is it better than the BMW i5 estate, well, the i5 Touring? Let's talk about it right now. However, when it comes to the Audi A6 Avant Touring, the Audi A6 Avant model has had a very long history and they have been the most reputed in this segment. Everybody loves the Audi A6 Avant. It's stylish, and especially when combined with the S trim level, it is chocolate fondue. It is really something to dream for, especially the RS6 Avant. But I can't exactly say the same thing about this Audi A6 Avant E-Tron because it seems to suffer the similar problem as BMW already. It's like how the BMW i5 Touring looks like a shrunken version of an X series model. This looks like a shrunken version of a Q model. It looks like a downsized version of the Audi Q8 e-tron. Make no mistakes, this is electric, so not surprisingly, they've gone on the path of being humble. Now, when it comes to humble designs, Audi cars surprisingly look cool when it comes to humble designs. But then I'm not entirely sure about those headlights. I mean, this kind of reminds me of something BMW has been obsessing over with their X models, especially the X7. So I was thinking, usually having a united headlight was Audi's thing, right? But it's not entirely a big deal, but just something I thought I'd remark. There's something about this area that looks a little too busy for my taste, although I have to appreciate that air vent right there on the side. Then approaching the side, we notice that Audi has abandoned the sharp edge theme design, which is on the side. Like there used to be always a straight line over here, and this was the case with most Volkswagen Group cars, but they've abandoned it in favor of something more round edge. Now, I'm not a fan of this move because I really think Audi had a strong identity when they had that. Now it looks like it's, I mean, from this angle, you could literally confuse it for any e-tron model. Thank goodness there's no pop-out door handle. You just did get the doors like this. But if I'm being honest, I prefer the days when they had handles, you know, something you could just hold on to and pull open. Now, approaching the rear, something really strange is happening. I don't know if it's just me, but from certain angles, it looks like an Audi S3 or an Audi A3 with a S line to it. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but like looking at it from this angle especially, because there was a time the Audi A6 had a really strong identity. You could tell the A6 apart from other Audi models. But today, looking at this, I mean, it's a bit of a mishmash between various Audi models. So maybe Audi A3, Audi e-tron SUVs. Now towards the interior, we see massive changes. Let's have a seat. Okay, so first I wanted to cover the things that's very Audi-ish. Oh, the sound, first of all, that's the most Volkswagen Group sound ever. More like Audi as well. And then I close the door and I notice there's no side view mirror. Instead, you get a camera over there. Now the door is very busy, the driver's door. The last time I saw a door this busy was on a bus in the 90s. Well, actually, they don't even have doors. It's more like the bus driver has to leave from the sliding doors. Anyways, the point is, the steering wheel is one of the best in the automotive industry. I like the feel of it, and I like how it's not too thick. It's good. But what I don't like is the fact that they've employed a hexagon shape for it. Why can't I just have a circle like everybody else? At least it's better than BMW's mountain bike steering wheel. I mean, look at them. Every time you have an M pack to it, or every time you get a Mercedes with the AMG kit to it, they always give thick steering wheels like that for a mountain bike, and it's really starting to drive me crazy. But otherwise, the steering wheel is electrically adjustable. This is a pleasant surprise because not many car manufacturers actually do this, so it's good. And then I like the way everything is. Wow! Oh, this shutter is fast. This is cool. So I like how everything is laid out in this interior. It's very good. Just one thing I find a bit of a pity is the fact that Audi has abandoned the triple screen. Instead, they've resorted to conventional massive screen over here. and it's getting boring because everybody wants huge screens instead of having what Audi did before. Instead, they gave the third screen to the front seat passenger. That's unfair. I'm supposed to be the one with all the screens. I'm joking, guys. But it is a bit... I actually do think Audi could have done with an extra screen over here like they did before. But most of all, you get the Alcantara. Oh my god, look at this. The Alcantara. That's the most Audi thing ever. When it comes to the Audi brand, there's something about Alcantara that pairs very well with their image compared to BMW and Mercedes. This is very interesting how they've gone about it. But then there's something very funny as well. You see the piano black over here? The decoration looks nice. The Alcantara is so convincing. Now, take a look at the window buttons. It's plastic, guys. It's literally plastic. And it's right next to those beautiful piano black buttons of the wing mirrors, mirror controls, and lighting controls. Yeah. I have to get used to this. I mean, it's hilarious sometimes what goes on in a Volkswagen Group car. But then to be fair, in a BMW it's no different, and in a Mercedes these days it's no different. Both front seats get electric seating adjustments. That's quite pleasant. And because this is the S line, it's more sport oriented. And when it comes to practicality solutions, you get a central console storage over here. But then it is covered in Alcantara as well. In fact, the excess use of Alcantara, you just have to be very careful, because on a day when your hands are sweaty, you might leave a stain on the Alcantara. So just be very careful with it. Then you get a glove box over here. That's cool. That's very nice. And I like this trim, this metallic looking trim over here, although it's not exactly metallic, but nice to see nonetheless. Let's take a look at the back seat, because that's where things seem to get more... Now towards the rear seat, things get interesting. Let's have a seat. So, I have to wonder, what's this extinguisher doing right there? It's... You know, I actually thought somebody left it there by accident, but it turns out it's actually meant to be there. That's a bit random. Oh, and you see, the funny part is you get soft close, but the door handle is plastic, quite literally, and then you get Bang & Olufsen sound system, that too. So you see what I'm getting to is a bit of contradiction right here. You get one moment you see high quality material, and next moment it's plastic. Okay, something I have to get used to. Armrest over here with 2 cup holders. That's cool. That's very nice. Now with this panoramic roof over here, I get the feeling I'm in a modernized vehicle. Like, this is certainly giving me Tesla vibes right now, or should I say Tesla, BYD, or vibes from a typical electric car manufacturer. And this is cool. Eventually every brand has to evolve, right? But then at the same time, I feel like this is a bit of a too big of a change to process, because when you see a BMW, they really played it evolutionary to a point where they didn't dilute their identity. They maintained their identity. It's like when you sit on the back seat of the i5 Touring, you will know it's a real BMW for sure. Whereas sitting on the back seat of this Audi A6 Avant E-Tron, for a split second, if you remove your blindfolds and you see yourself in this car, you will probably mistake it for a Tesla, or you'll probably mistake it for something Chinese. You name it, because at first glance, like looking at all this, especially this panoramic roof, it really doesn't really remind me of something Audi used to do. But then at the same time, there's some Audi touches, don't get me wrong, especially with this Alcantara combined with the leather. Now it is time to check out the boot space of the Audi A6 Avant E-Tron. Now, just like other Volkswagen Group cars, the boot space is loaded with practicality, especially the moment you see this net on the side. This is cool. Flat boot floor with additional space underneath. This is nice. This is good. And then but just watch out that the boot lip sticks out very proudly, especially the body paint. So you don't want to scratch the body paint in long terms. And then you get the hooks on the side and this latch over here to fold down the middle row seats. This is really nice. So here's my conclusion of the Audi A6 Avant E-Tron. Here's the deal. If you're looking for an alternative to the BMW i5 Touring and you're looking for a successor of the Audi A6, irrespective of what it looks like, this is the car for you. But if you are really, really sensitive to the design, and if you're really thoughtful about having an Audi Avant that really has this in-your-face presence on the road, forget it. This is certainly a different planet compared to what the A6 Avant really was before, when it was a combustion engine. They are going to have some cars that are electric and some cars that will remain combustion engine. So now this is really confusing. Even I'm trying to process this correctly. But looking at this Audi A6 Avant E-Tron, it has the Audi style. It does have the Audi figure. At least it resembles the other Audi e-tron models. It doesn't look generic. But the only thing is that it doesn't really have the A6 vibe to it, if I'm being honest. Because when I sat on the back seat, if I were blindfolded and then someone took off the blindfold off me, I would have thought this was a Tesla. I would have thought this was some Chinese car manufacturer with the panoramic sunroof. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section your thoughts of the Audi A6 Avant e-tron, and what are your thoughts of this model compared to the BMW i5 Touring and other electric estates.